What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Ravi&Ray podcast. What a beautiful, beautiful day it is today, Rob. What is going on, man? What is going?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. The Patriots won. Baltimore won.
Yeah,
Dominated,
yeah.
dominated the San Francisco 49ers, right? We're just going to jump straight into it.
Yes.
Go ahead, break this
Oh,
game down for
let's
us.
go.
Baltimore went into San Francisco and dominated the 49ers. Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions in that game. Break it down for us, Ray.
Total domination. Total domination on all phases of the football, in offense, in special teams, and in defense. I'm telling you right now, there's so much to unpack here. Look, all week long, there's been this MVP talk with Lamar Jackson and Brock Purdy. And I think this game just showed the world that Lamar Jackson is the real deal. This guy's the real deal. I think he's the next deal, man. And I think that this is, I've been saying all year, Rob. I'm not trying to get up here. I'm just trying to stay here, dude. I'm up here, bro. I'm way up there, dude. I think this Baltimore team is special. We just literally walked into their hometown on their turf on Christmas night, and we freaking shut the lights out. I mean, we shut their lights out, dude. I mean, we killed them. We killed them, dude. We dominated them from beginning of the game to the end, dude. And there was nothing they can do about it. And it was a beautiful sight to see. It was awesome. And my wife, she had put let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Absolutely.
Oh man.
That was crazy fashion, right? But I gotta ask you just real quick. Brock Purdy, 4 interceptions.
That's your MVP? That's the NFL's MVP? Everybody was saying before this game, was he or was he not on the top of everybody's list to be the MVP of the season? And that's your MVP, who throws 4 interceptions? And don't give me you know what? You want to hear a crazy stat, Rob? So they were saying that when Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel, Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk, and Christian McCaffrey, when they are all on the field, Kyle Juszczyk, everybody is all on that field. Did you know that they are actually undefeated? They never lost a game until yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Until yesterday. And none of the Niner fans, nobody in the Niner Nation can say, oh, well, we didn't have Trent, or oh, we didn't have Purdy, or oh, we didn't have Sam. You guys had everybody. Every single person, all 5 of those players, 6 players, because I think Kyle Juszczyk deserves to be in there as well. I think he's a fantastic player. I mean, the Ravens drafted him. I mean, of course. Damn, I lost what I was gonna say. But dude, I'm telling you, Baltimore Ravens, dude, dominated, man. We dominated these guys. Seriously, and it was like one of the funnest Christmases I've ever had in my life, dude. It was really cool. Rob, I gotta ask you this, man. What did you think about the game?
Before I get into that, can we just squash all the excuses real quick? Can you just tell us, was it your Uncle Frank? What did he say?
No, it was my Uncle Brian.
Brian, sorry. Tell him what they said. What did he say? What was his excuse about Brock Purdy?
Oh, so okay, so basically that he was injured. And I was like, injured? What do you mean injured? It's in the 4th quarter when the game was already decided, like it was already over. He got benched, and he was saying that he was injured. I think he actually got benched. I think they said, hey, dude, it's not your night tonight. Yeah, you have a little bit of a stinger. Like, if this was the playoffs, and I understand it's not, But I think that's ridiculous because if this was the playoffs, NFC Championship game, the Niners have to have him. He's going back out there with that stinger. He's
Yeah.
going back out there, and he's gonna do everything he can. But the fact that Shanahan literally put the it's what was it, like their playbook sheet, the playbook call sheet, put it up to his face and literally looked at him and was like telling him basically, and Brock was like, "I know, okay, all right, got it, no problem." You know what I mean? And he walked to the bench, and that's when I knew immediately that he got benched. I think Kyle was like, "Yo, we're gonna play this guy, Sam Darnold over here, who in fact got a touchdown."
Was it first or second drive?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I believe it. Yeah, you're right, dude. And he marched down the field and scored a touchdown. So it just shows to the world. It just showed to the delusional Niner fans that yes, you can have an average quarterback come back in this system and play good. I think until the Niners actually get a real quarterback that can play under center, I think I think they're not going to win a Super Bowl. And I'm going to say it again: when they get a above average quarterback, he's not even really. To me, I think Brock Purdy is an average quarterback. I don't think he's elite. I don't think he's as what they say. And I think he's having a good season, but those players around him is what makes him good. So nobody ever goes, "Oh, Brock Purdy's the best guy on the team." They would say it's Christian McCaffrey. They would even put Fred Warner probably above him. They would probably
Trent Williams.
definitely Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel. Like, nah, hell no. So he got exposed. I mean, he got exposed on Monday Night Football. We walked in there and we punched that team right in the mouth, dude, and we knocked them out. I mean, it's just simple as that. Like every single Niner fan that thought that they were going to win this game, they're delusional. I mean, it was from the beginning. Like you even had guys like Mike Florio, who's I think he does. I don't know what his show is. It's like the NBC something show, talk show or something. And he was saying that the Niners were going to beat the shit out of the Ravens. He literally said that on the thing, and he apologized literally the next day. But it was like a horrible apology. It was like the trash apology. Like it was just basically now he thinks that like he thinks Baltimore's good, but he was just trying. The guy's horrible. And Lamar at the press conference, Lamar talked about it too. He goes, "Don't be disrespecting us." You know what I mean? Like we can go into anybody's stadium, doesn't matter what day it is, rain, night, doesn't matter. It doesn't even. And yeah, dude, we dominated these guys, dude. It was really awesome, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude. It was so fun, dude. It was fun. I was jumping out of my seat. I was going crazy, dude. My legs are hella bad, bro, because I was freaking going nuts.
I can't even imagine how nuts you were going. Ray, I just wanted to ask you, Angel commented and he said, "Do you think Brock Purdy is a system quarterback?"
I do. I definitely do. I think he is a system quarterback, and like I said, I think the Niners aren't going to win a Super Bowl until they get a real quarterback. And mark my words, when year 4 hits, Brock Purdy he won't get a contract. They're not going to keep him. They're going to move on from him, and they're going to need to find a quarterback. They got to find somebody, and I think they should probably go for Kirk Cousins next year, if not Dak Prescott. I think those two guys are the guys to go after. If obviously if they don't re-sign with their teams, with their respective teams. But I think Lamar's got the MVP, dude. I think he's got it on lock. And you know what's messed up is that I've been hearing through all these talk shows, First Take, Undisputed, doesn't even matter. I've been literally going through a whole bunch of stuff. Before this game even happened, it was Lamar Jackson versus Brock Purdy, right, for the MVP. Who's going to take it? Whoever wins this game whoever wins this game and puts on a great performance should take the MVP reins. Now they're saying, "Oh, well, we think that Christian McCaffrey should be number 1 now." All those people that went against Lamar Jackson and said like, "Oh, whoever wins this game should take that number 1 spot," because they thought that Brock Purdy and the Niners were going to go and destroy the Ravens. Yeah. That's what they thought. They really thought and they were believed that. And Yo, all those fools are they're looking hella dumb today. I'm telling you, they're looking hecka dumb today because they all got destroyed. Like, and I don't know, Rob. Like, I just feel like the Ravens are still, even after that win, I think you're still going to have a lot of people going to be rooting for Miami. They think that Miami's going to win, and I'm telling you right now, dude. Like, that's the game that I've been waiting for. I literally told Young Non, I said if I was gonna like fly and go somewhere to see a Ravens game, I'd probably be going to that Miami game. Out of all the games that we played this season, I would have gone to the Miami one in Baltimore. Because the way that we lost last year, nah, dude, that's not going to happen this year. It's just not. It's not going to happen. And I promise you, it's going to be a different game. We are going to dismantle that football team from head to limb, like from head to toe, dude. We are going to dismantle. Absolutely dismantle. I can't wait for that one. Because that one's personal. Personal, Rob. It is personal, sir.
Personal indeed, man. You're feeling yourself today, aren't you, after that win?
I am, dude. I am. Like I said, remember all year I was like, bro, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I just want to be like right in the middle. Bro, I'm like up here. I'm all the way to the sky, dude.
Bro.
I feel good. And you know how, dude, you know what? Something you want to know something funny? You know how we do the power rankings, you would always ask me, Ray, like who's the best team? Right? I always wanted to say the Ravens were the best team in the National Football League, but I'm so happy I said the Niners because I'm so happy the world said the Niners because with the world saying that the 49ers are like the number one team in the NFL, it just hypes them up so much, right? So you would think that the Ravens are just little underdogs, like we can't take them. And then once we overtook them, the whole world stopped. The whole world's in shock, and they're just like, wow, like I can't believe this happened. So it just makes it even that much better, dude. It makes it even that much more sweeter.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ray. I think year after year, I never really supported Lamar. I never thought he was a great quarterback, but I didn't see this Lamar. This Lamar, he's unstoppable. He's just staying back in the pocket, and he's just chewing defenses alive. And it's just as simple as that. Baltimore is better on offense. They're better on defense, as shown last night. They're better on special teams. Just all around great football team. I don't think that the Ravens are the team to beat in the AFC. I think the Ravens are the team to beat in the NFL.
I agree, man. I agree. I just think, like you said, like Lamar's just, and the defense as well. Just not just Lamar. I mean, the entire team, dude. To the offensive line, the running backs, everybody's just doing their job. Everyone's doing their part. And on offense, you are right. I mean, he's making it happen, dude. If it's not there, you got the right coverage. It doesn't really matter what you have. It doesn't, because there's nobody that can catch him. And it doesn't matter if it's like everybody's literally triple teamed. It doesn't, seriously, it doesn't matter. You just stand there all day, run around, and do whatever he wants. Like, until somebody's open, then he'll just find that person. Or if not, he'll just take off for however many yards he wants.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dude. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And I hope he wins the MVP, Rob. I hope he does. Now, I want to ask you about that, sir. I do want to ask you about the MVP. I believe that Lamar Jackson, I will say, I think he has a grasp right now on the MVP conversation. He's got a hold of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if obviously if he loses against Miami, obviously his value drops dramatically. But if he has a MVP type performance against Miami, I think he seals it. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know why, and I want to get your take on this. Let's just say he has an MVP type performance against Miami, but the Ravens would be up 2 games ahead of Miami. Couldn't they just sit their players against the Steelers at the last game? They already got the number 1 seed locked up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But and hypothetically, this is all hypothetical, but if hypothetically that does happen, does Lamar lose his MVP because he didn't play that last game?
No, I don't think they should discredit a player for not playing that last game. I will say, Ray, I mean, at least to me, it was never between Lamar and Brock Purdy. I always thought it was between Lamar and Tyreek Hill, Lamar and Christian McCaffrey. I think Christian McCaffrey does have a little bit edge on him just because how valuable Christian McCaffrey is to the team. But on the flip side, this is a quarterback award. I do think Lamar Jackson will be the MVP. But when you break it down just by position value, I think it would also be fun to see a running back get it as well. But Lamar Jackson is making a case, and Lamar Jackson made a case last night on Christmas that he should be the MVP.
No, I agree as well. And the only thing I can definitely say, that I could be like, you know what, dude, damn, okay, he does deserve that. Like, I do think that Christian McCaffrey is right there. He's right there. I mean, he's been so consistent, so dominant the entire season. It's actually unreal. It's historic, to be honest, and especially what Tyreek Hill's doing as well. I think Tyreek Hill gets it if he breaks 2,000.
Yeah.
If he gets to 2,000 yards and like 2000 just one, he breaks that 2000, even, or just to get there in general. But he has to get it. Like you would have to give it to him. But the argument is that all over is that, oh, Lamar Jackson, Lamar, he doesn't like have the stats. Like, he doesn't have the stats that the other quarterbacks have, which is true. He doesn't have the stats. He's like ranked like 15th or something like that out of all the quarterbacks in the league or something like that. And they're like, how can this guy win MVP? And everybody keeps saying like, dude, like, then you have people, then the argument is, Ralph, are you kind of more towards the stats or are you more towards the eye test?
Mm-hmm.
Which one are you? Are you more towards like
I'm more
like stats?
Yeah.
You're more towards stats?
No. More towards the eye test for sure.
Yeah, and I kind of see the same. I kind of see like that's how I feel with the whole Lamar thing. Like, I think he's passing the eyeball test. Like, he may not have the biggest. He may not throw for 400, 500 yards a game. You know what I mean? Like, he may not do that. But what he's showing on the field, how electrifying he is, like how wild he is with the ball, like in these insane plays that he makes, that he just creates from nothing. It's just something spectacular, something to like. It's like magical to behold, man. It's awesome. It's wizardry, man. It's just really, really cool stuff. And but yeah, dude, I can't tell you how, Robbie, I can't tell you how excited I am, dude. Like, we freaking dominated, bro. Rob, are you okay? Are you frozen there?
I think I'm frozen.
Oh, dude.
Can you
Bro,
hear me?
you're frozen. Rob, for a second, dude, I was like, you're frozen. So I was like, oh my God, like, he's really serious. Like, what the hell? Oh, man, we're having some technical difficulties over here. I straight up thought it was. Oh man, I straight up thought that he was he was on. That's crazy. Well, you know what? For you guys, I will go to the next question. I'm sure Robbie, he'll be back, but we'll go to the next question. Are the Chiefs Super Bowl contenders? I gotta say, I think that the Chiefs aren't super. Hey, you're back! Oh my God, Rob! I swear, dude, I really thought I was like, oh my God, dude, like, he was really serious right now, or like he's like zoning out, like he has no idea what I'm saying. Like, I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh man, sorry. I was just looking at you. I was like, I see you talking. I mean, I hear you talking, but I don't see you talking. And I don't know.
Yeah.
My computer just froze on me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish what you were saying before I interrupted you.
Oh no, dude! Perfect timing. I was literally just starting to talk about the Chiefs, man. I mean, so the question says, are the Chiefs Super Bowl contenders? I don't believe that they are Super Bowl contenders. I think that they are struggling extremely, extremely hard right now. As you had seen when they versed the Raiders, Patrick Mahomes, you saw the frustration there, yelling at his offensive lineman. You had an incident with Andy Reid. And I don't know who I don't even know if that was a player. Some guy with the helmet looked like he was going to whack him with the helmet.
Yeah.
And then and also then Andy Reid goes up to Travis Kelce and gives him. I'm obviously at the shove where it's kind of just like I kind of see that shove more as like, hey man, get your head out of your ass. Like let's get it going. Like let's get you. You got to get us right. Like you got to become this, the Hall of Famer that you are, and you gotta take us to the promised land. You got to get us there. That's kind of what I had seen, kind of from that shrug. But I don't know the second incident. Have you heard of that? Anything about that, Rob? Like that's kind of nuts, right? Like I have no idea what happened.
About which incident?
The incident where the incident where the I think it was like an equipment staff guy. Looks like he had a helmet up, and it looked like he was gonna hit Andy Reid with it.
Oh, you know what it was? I think it was because Travis Kelce came and banged his helmet, and
Mhm.
his helmet went flying. So the helmet guy went and was gonna go give it back to Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid pushed him back, be like, "Don't give him the helmet yet," because he didn't want Travis to go back in the game. He wanted to talk to Travis before he went back in the game. I think that's all that it was.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, because yeah, dude, I didn't really get the context behind it. All I just saw was just this guy with his helmet up, looked like he was like about to hit him. I was like, what the hell? Then like the coach is like touching him like on his shoulder, like talking to him, like, what are you like? That's what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
funny, dude.
You thought that
That's
guy was
hilarious.
you thought that guy was about to Miles Garrett him?
I thought so. I was like, oh my god, they're like they're going in chaos over there. But I
No,
still think, dude, those wide receivers are trash.
they're
Those wide
horrible.
receivers they are horrible. I don't know how Kadarius Toney's still an NFL player. Have no idea. I think you can do a better job, Rob, playing wide receiver. I mean, at least you would know where to stand. That you're not offsides.
At least I
And
would know to check with the ref to know where to stand also.
yeah, right. And to communicate and know where the line of scrimmage is at.
Yeah.
um, but dude, yeah, man. I mean, even Travis Kelce's playing like crap, to
Mhm.
be honest with you, dude. And I don't know if that's just maybe just more publicity on him, and he's the more distraction of kind of distractions that he's kind of taking. You know what I mean? Like, is that why he's not playing good? Like, it doesn't make sense why him and Patrick Mahomes aren't like not playing well. Like, you know what I mean? They've been playing football with each other for years. You know what I mean? At an extremely high level. I don't know how he's dropping all these passes, but he's on the struggle bus. Everybody's on the struggle bus, man. And I'm just kind of like, it's over, dude. This dynasty is over. It's done. They have a good defense. Don't get me wrong, but this Chiefs team is over, dude. It's
Yeah.
done. It is done. Rob, I gotta ask you, sir. Sorry for the long take. I apologize. I'm just in a great mood. I'm in a fantastic mood. I'm in a Raven type of mood today. Robbie, sir, are the Chiefs Super Bowl contenders?
They are definitely not, man. And it's because of the receivers. It's just as simple as that. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is doing a bad job. Isaiah Pacheco had a bad game yesterday or a couple days ago with his first game back from injury. But overall, Isaiah Pacheco has been playing really good. Rasheed Rice, the receivers coming along. Travis Kelsey, I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Yeah.
I don't think the Chiefs are Super Bowl contenders right now, and it's just for the simple fact that their receivers are just not it. They're just terrible. Just cannot stop dropping balls, and they're not going to be able to win like that in the playoffs, right? But
Nope.
we got to talk about also the Las Vegas Raiders. That's crazy. Antonio Pierce has turned this team around. Do you believe in Antonio Pierce? And do you believe that the Raiders can make the playoffs?
Dude, it look, I you can see a difference in this Raiders football team. You can see the tenacity, you can see the will. You can see that they are fighting. It seems like they're fighting for their head coach to
Mhm.
be the head coach. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I think he's doing phenomenally well. The head coach, Antonio Pierce, right? Antonio
Yeah.
Pierce.
Mhm.
He's doing fantastic. I will give him that. but I don't think he should be the head coach at all. I think that they should wait and see what kind of options there are after the season's over. I wouldn't be so hesitant because here's how I see this going.
Mm-hmm.
I see that that the Raiders are going to say, "Oh, this is our guy. This is the dude, right? He's so cool with us. He's so friendly with us. Yada yada yada." They go into next season. The hype is real. The hype is up, right? Like all the Raider fans and everybody's going to be like, "Oh my god, like these guys are amazing. Like look what we did at the end of the season. We were winning a whole bunch of games. Like, bro, this is our year. This is our Raiders. This is our year." And then when the season starts, they may win a couple of games, get the fans going, everybody's going, everybody has the hype on. They're like, "Yo, I think the Raiders are a top 5 football team." Then boom, they're gonna crash like fire. They're gonna crash, and the next thing you know, it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Then Antonio Pierce is gonna get fired. The Raider fans are gonna be like, "Why did we hire him as a coach? Why did we even do this?" There you go. There's the story for you. I literally just scripted it out. I freaking scripted the whole thing out, man. It's done. And I'm telling you, the Raiders, they're not going to make the playoffs, unfortunately.
No.
And Robbie, I got to get your take, sir. I got to get your epic take.
You know, after these last 2 games of Antonio Pierce dropping 63 on the Chargers and then coming back and going into Kansas City on Christmas Eve and beating Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, I think he's doing a phenomenal job, and I think he's made a great case for that job. And I think he deserves to get that job. I really do. But just like you said, this is a story that happens over and over and over again. This is what the Raiders do. They get a coach, the next big thing, they keep going, and like their cycle just never ending. And then they fire the head coach, they blame the head coach, they blame the quarterback, they blame the GM, they blame everyone. And it's just a Raider cycle that's just going to keep going. The Raiders will not make the playoffs, and even if they do, they're always going to be a one and done team.
Yeah, dude, and I agree, dude. So I agree, Robbie. I really, really do. I loved your take, and honestly, like, I think the best thing for them, what they should do, is wait. They should wait. But for whatever reason, man, you got all these fans, all these Raider fans, they're all chirping. They're all like, "Oh man, we got somebody," you know. And they're all showing like Antonio Pierce's like, you know, like his after game speech and things like that. They're all starting to believe in him, and that's how it starts. That's how the cycle starts right there, is when you believe into that person. That's not going to get you anywhere. Instead of just doing the strategic thing and just waiting and seeing what could happen, seeing what coach, even if it's from the collegiate level, the college level, see what's out there. What if Jim Harbaugh wins it all and says, "I want to go back to the NFL"?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Jim Harbaugh was basically like a head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? Like, come on, like that's great. Yes, and what, like, let's just say, I'll just say this for example. Hey, what about dude? You got to give the respect to the Niners offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing what about that defensive coordinator? Doing a fantastic job. Mike McDonald from the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. If you want to go a step further and say Todd Monken, you can say Todd Monken, but I think you have to. I don't like that one as much, but I do like the Mike McDonald on the Ravens on the defensive side. I mean, there's a lot of great. I forgot something as well, Rob.
Oh.
Could this possibly be a place where Bill Belichick might go?
I don't think so. And I think
you don't think so?
The only reason is a lot of Raider fans are saying the Patriots way doesn't work, the Patriots way that, Patriots way this. I don't think they're going to bring that back into the locker room, another Patriots guy. And if they do, they're going to destroy that organization. Honestly, I do not think that they should get Bill Belichick. I don't think the fans will be happy if they get Bill Belichick, to be very honest with you.
I agree, sir. May I ask you something before we wrap this up? Where I think he's gonna go, Bill Belichick.
Go ahead.
So I've really thought about this for a while, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna do my best to get this take in as fast as I can. Rob, I know that you're a huge Bill Belichick fan, and I think it's gonna come down to two teams. One being the Washington Commanders. Now, the only reason why I say the Washington Commanders, it will only happen if this happens. If Bill Belichick, who is 71, he's
71.
71, he's 71 years old. If Bill Belichick says, hey, Rob, and you just say, Ravi, you're the owner of the Commanders. Ravi, I want to coach for another 6 years. Sign him. Right, get him, because the Washington Commanders and Magic Johnson have stated they are willing to spend a shit ton of money. So that basically means one thing. They want to rebuild this team. They want to rebuild this franchise. They want to rebuild Washington. They want to rebuild this city. And I think that they can do it if Bill Belichick goes, only if he decides at 71 he wants to coach for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Now, the second one is where I believe I think you're going to love this, Rob. I believe in my heart, in my gut, that if Bill Belichick goes to this team that I'm about to say, he will not only win one, but he will win at least 2 Super Bowls.
Wow.
At least 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Belichick is going to be the head coach of the Dallas freaking Cowboys. And let me tell you why. Me tell you why.
Cowboys?
I have thought about this, and it keeps making more sense to me. Here's what's going to happen. The Dallas Cowboys, they might get destroyed. They might get beat by Baker and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
If that happens, even if they make it, let's just say they make it, they're going to verse the Niners. So let's just say whether they lose the first round, they're definitely losing in the second. I'm sorry. They're definitely losing against the Niners in the second round. Boom. Here we go again, right, with the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, the offense didn't show up. The defense was there, or the defense didn't show up and nobody was there. Who do we blame? Who do we blame? Mike McCarthy is going to get fired. Let me repeat myself. After this season, he is going to get fired. And what is going to happen? Jerry Jones, if you look at the history of the Dallas Cowboys, why haven't the Dallas Cowboys, after how many seasons, Rob? 23, 24, I don't know how many freaking seasons, or 20-something seasons where they didn't make the play, like they couldn't make it to like the divisional round or past the divisional round in the playoffs or something like that. Before that, they were winning Super Bowls. Why were they winning Super Bowls? They were winning Super Bowls because they had Super Bowl coaches. They had Super Bowl Hall of Fame coaches. Jimmy Johnson, Super Bowl. Like, think about it. And after that, right? He hires what was his name? Was it Myles Garrett? No, Garrett. Not Myles Garrett. He's the
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett. That's it. Jason Garrett. Look how long his tenure was, right? Jerry Jones. Follow me here. Jerry Jones is the problem. He is the true problem. He got more publicity. His fame kept growing. He kept raking in all this attention and then he became what? I think he's the GM too, right? Isn't Jerry like the GM too or something like that?
Something.
So he owns everything. He's the almighty there, right? And he never wanted, because I think think about it. They're so great at home. They are fantastic at home, but when they are on the road, they are complete shit. They are trash, dude. Their defense doesn't carry. Their defense and their offense, they don't carry. Bill Belichick, tell me you can't tell me that freaking Bill Belichick, they can have the same energy that they have at the stadium. They're undefeated this year at home. Bill Belichick can take them and take that mental state that they have right now that's in that they can't play in the playoffs or they can't play on the road. Bill Belichick will work that out. I highly seriously believe in my heart that he will fix that problem. And Jerry Jones is 81. He's 10 years older than Bill Belichick. 10 years older than Bill Belichick. And I'm sorry. Look, we're all adults here. We are all gonna pass away. Look, I wish we could all live forever. I really wish we could. But let's be honest here. I'm not saying Jerry Jones is gonna die tomorrow or anything like that. I'm not saying I hope he lives for another 100 years. But he's old, dude. He's an old guy. And I know he wants to see his Cowboys win another Super Bowl. I think this year is the year where he's finally going to understand, I got to take a step back. And he's going to take a step back for Bill Belichick. He's going to hire Billy B. Bill Belichick is going to come into this team. I think they have to re-sign Dak. Dak is not I think he's a free agent after this season, right?
I think so.
So if they re-sign Dak, or maybe they sign him on a 1-year deal or something. Maybe they franchise tag him for 1 year with Bill Belichick. Watch the difference. You will see the difference, dude. Because if there's anything that Bill Belichick knows how to do, it's defense. Him and Dan Quinn, come on. God. Tell me that's not a nasty duo.
Yeah.
It's impossible. If there's one thing that Bill Belichick knows how to do is take away your best player. That's what he knows how to do. He's been doing that since day one, dude. On the offensive side of the ball, am I going to say that, hey, is Bill Belichick the best offensive mind? Obviously, clearly not. I don't believe that he is. I think he is way gifted and way more masterful in the defensive side.
Yeah.
So that offensive coordinator that they have already, he will be there. They could rehire on that, or they just keep everything the same and let Dak do his thing. But I promise you that defense will be better, and that defense will carry on the road instead of what they're doing. I'm telling you, man, it all makes sense, dude. Ravi, I'm sorry for that long take. I gotta get your reaction.
That was a bombshell. We're gonna have to save this video because if this happens, I don't know if you just watched The Simpsons and this just happened magically or what, but that's crazy because the more you say it, the more I think about it, and the more it makes sense. That's crazy. If Bill Belichick is the next head coach and GM for the Dallas Cowboys, I think you're right. I think he will.
No. I apologize. He will not be the GM. He will just be the head coach. No, Jerry won't let that happen. Jerry's not going to let that happen. But Jerry is going to take on the head coach. He is going to, because that's all he needs. That is all the Cowboys need to do to win a Super Bowl is get a head coach that is not a fuck around coach. That's somebody that's not just going to F around and just just be, Bill Belichick is not about that, dude. He is an old school, hard-headed kind of guy. He's not going to play those dumb games. He's not doing that. So, but Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones likes to take control of everything. Like Jerry Jones likes to go on the talk show radio and like talk about the Dallas Cowboys and kind of like say things that kind of are like, that's kind of messed up. Like, why would he say that? I guarantee you Bill Belichick will be like, never talk about this team again.
Yeah.
Never talk shit about this team again. Don't do that. Not with my presence here. Don't do that. And I promise you, I think Jerry will be way more quiet than we have ever seen him if they hire Bill Belichick.
You think Jerry would actually be quiet because of Bill Belichick?
I think no. I'm not saying he's going to be quiet the whole season, but I think that he will be more quiet than so. And I think he will give more reins to Bill Belichick. I'm not saying the GM Bill Belichick. I would choose Jerry Jones, the GM, over Bill Belichick, the GM, any day.
I agree.
So let Jerry Jones be the GM. Let him draft very well. Kind of talk with Bill what the plan is, what the future is, and I think they're going to go defense. I really think they might go defense, or they might just hold the defense together. Diggs is going to come back next year. Think about the options and the things that he can do defensively. Michael Parsons is only going to get better. Things like that. They're going to draft really well. They like to draft very well. So, Rob, I see it being a huge fit, man. Wow. I think if they let an average coach like Mike McCarthy, because there's bottom tier coaches, average tier, elite, right? So elite, middle, bad. Mike McCarthy, I think he's an average coach. I think
Mhm.
is an average coach. I think Antonio Pierce is an average coach. Jim Harbaugh, elite coach. Um, Bill Belichick, elite coach. I mean, I understand that he's not having a great season, but the talent that Dallas has is way better than
Oh, yeah.
the New England Patriots. I mean, come on, like it's a no-brainer, dude. I think they will win not one but two Super Bowls, at least two, if Bill does like 4 years with them, or at least 3 years, 3 years with those guys. I think he wins at least one.
Well, I'm sure we're all hoping and praying right now that does not happen because I don't think anyone wants to see that.
I'll be real with you, dude. I would love to see it.
You would
I
love
would
to see
really,
the
I
Cowboys
would
win
love
the
to
Super
see
Bowl?
it. I would love to see that. And you
Oh,
know what else I would love?
I don't even know who you are anymore.
I would love to see that. And I would love to see the New England Patriots take on the Dallas Cowboys in New England. And Bill Belichick is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Tell
That-
me that wouldn't be electric, dude.
yeah,
Like, Robbie, I gotta ask you, dude, would you go to that game?
I don't think I could go to that game. I'd be too heartbroken to go to that game.
You would? Why so?
I'd be too heartbroken to go see Bill Belichick on the other sideline.
I know that'd be wild, dude.
Yeah,
It'd be nuts. It'd be crazy. But dude, that crowd would go crazy, dude. It'd go nuts.
yeah, absolutely. Well, man, that was a great week of football. I'm not sure what the count is right now. I don't know if you kept up on who got more right this week on picks. Ray, was it you or me? Do you know?
Dude, I think we tied.
Did we?
Yeah. Oh, and also shame on you, sir. Shame on you for not going for your New England freaking Patriots.
I knew that was coming.
I took your team and I believed in them and you did it. That's wrong, dude. That is wrong. That is wrong. You always got to believe, man. You never know.
Yeah, but maybe not this upcoming week. We play the Bills, so we'll see. We'll see who I pick on this.
I'm going for the Patriots.
You're going for the Patriots against the Bills?
They're going to win, believe me.
Oh my God. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll be back on Friday at 7 p.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Until next time, Ray.
Peace.